All right, so as Mike already introduced me, I'm Sam. I'm a registered dietitian. I'm also an athletic trainer. I don't practice athletic training so much anymore. I mainly do nutrition counseling. So I'm going to talk about pre, during, and post-nutrition during competitive sports. This can also apply to anyone that works out a significant amount or longer durations, over 2 hours. This applies to as well. So the importance of good nutrition. So build strong bones, prevents injuries, decrease muscle soreness, all of those fun things. And with athletes, especially youth athletes, it can build really good habits for them in the future to understand how nutrition impacts their daily life in their activity in order to improve performance and improve concentration and focus. So I'm going to talk a little bit about nutrient timing. So what is nutrient timing? It's pretty much what it sounds like. You're timing your nutrition around your activity in order to perform at your best. So here are some definitions. So it's the specific manipulation of nutrition to ensure greatest benefit from exercise and peak performance. And as I mentioned before, it can enhance work capacity and performance, delay fatigue, accelerate recovery, boost immunity, and amplify training adaptations. Okay. So the key components of pre, during, and post activity. So pre-competition, you really want to focus on a well-balanced meal 3 to 4 hours before. So that's going to have a focus on carbohydrates, proteins, and fats. And by easy to digest carbohydrates, I mean things like grains and breads and things like that. Something that's going to not be digested as quickly as sugar, but it'll be in your system and build up your storage for when you are competing. So pre-competition, about 30 to 45 minutes before, is a focus on those easy to digest carbohydrates. This could be fruit. This could actually be like fruit snacks, fruit leathers, those types of things, and electrolytes. So getting that Gatorade in. And remember, the Gatorade is good for if you're competing for over 2 hours. It's not, you shouldn't be drinking it throughout the day to stay hydrated. It's more or less for competition to get those electrolytes in, so that when you are running around and sweating and depleting all of those electrolytes, you're restoring them. Post-competition is a focus, again, on carbohydrates, and protein is the main focus, and also rehydration. So if you can see this well, this is from the U.S. Olympics Committee. They have a lot of really great resources as far as training day plates and different activity levels, so easy, moderate, and hard days. They give you good plate examples of how it should be broken up. So this is a hard training day. So on hard, training means 2 workouts that are hard, or a competition day, race day, whatever you want to call it. So there's a big focus on those grains. Half your plate should be a lean protein, and the other half should be fruits and vegetables, obviously your water, and some fats to kind of help satiate you through the day. So some examples, that spaghetti night meal prior to working out is actually a good thing. Spaghetti is an easy to digest carbohydrate. Having a lean protein, whether that's meatballs or if it's a piece of chicken, side salad and water. If you're having a team barbecue before the game, if you're at like a tournament or something like that, this is a good example. And having a grilled chicken sandwich, side salad, fruit and water. And if you're on the go, college athletes are typically on the go, so having a peanut butter and jelly sandwich is a really great option with yogurt and a piece of fruit and water. So this is the 30 to 45 minutes before. So there's a little picture of applesauce in your Gatorade. So those are those little applesauce packets that you can grab and easily have right before the game. Some other options other than Gatorade are listed on the bottom. So Gatorade can be pricey if you're a high school coach or something like that and you don't have the resources to buy that. You can actually buy some salt substitute and kind of mix it in. You won't really taste it that much. It'll be a little weird, but if you're really in a pinch and you need some electrolytes, those are some good examples. So other examples are fruit, mini bagels, granola bars. You just want to be mindful of the type of granola bars. You don't want a lot of added things in the ingredients list. Goldfish, pretzels, fruit snacks again. Also you want to be mindful of like the high fructose corn syrup and stuff like that. Fruit leathers are usually my choice, preferential. Peanut butter crackers, applesauce, any fruit cups or berries and things like that. So post-game, I know a lot of people think that you need to eat right after you work out or right after competition. It's ideal to try to get something in, whether it's a protein shake or something within that hour, but it really isn't so much of a big deal about the timing of it. Ideally, if you have time after the game to have a full meal to replenish the carbs in your body and the glucose and glycogen and get all of that back in and hydration, that would be ideal. But if you're on a bus going home, chocolate milk is a great one. The carb and protein ratio in that is actually ideal for recovery. Or protein shake with whey protein. You can even use the plant-based proteins as well. So I put supplements in here because I know it's a big topic. I want to say that supplements will never outdo a bad diet. So just keep that in mind. You always want to have good nutrition. Supplements can enhance performance, but you always want to ask a professional and also make sure that they are tested because they're not regulated by the FDA. So the NSF certified, if you see it, it's a blue label on most supplements. Those undergo a lot of testing to make sure that they don't have prohibited substances in them, especially for college athletes or people who are being drug tested. So that's something to keep in mind. And also for general health reasons, you want them to be tested. You want to know what's in there. You want to make sure there's nothing crazy in there that you don't know about. And you can always ask a professional. So as I mentioned earlier, I did this really fast. The Team USA fact sheets are really great, especially for high school sports and things like that. They have literally everything on there as far as supplement fact sheets, those plate examples. They have easy, moderate, and hard days, all of those things. So, thank you. Is there any questions? Who did that?
I have a question.
Yeah.
What is your take on creatine for athletes? I know a lot of high school athletes try and take that. Safe, good, bad?
I think under certain supervision, it can be good for an athlete, but as far as if they're too young, you don't really want them taking that. You want them to have the appropriate hormones and things like that before they start taking it. College athlete, you could potentially, as long as it's not have something else in it. But no, I'm not opposed to creatine. Just needs to be used appropriately.
I was just going to ask what that was.
So creatine is stored in your muscles naturally. So the supplement kind of increases that amount and it builds muscle. It helps build muscle.
Do you have a particular protein shake that you're
There's one that, Mike, do you remember that brand that we used to get all the time?
It is, it's going to be Biotest.
Yes.
Which I believe they're the NS.
Yeah, they're an NSF approved one.
And they have good fat, they have the whey protein, it's less calorie. They have like a 2-to-1, and some talking about carb and protein mix. Somebody's looking to gain weight, it's going to be a higher calorie. And then that has something.
What about BCAAs, like pre-workout and muscle recovery?
I think they're great during your workout or before, preferably during. Just they're an amino acid, so it's just pretty much protein, and it'll help repair and build your muscles during the workout. So if you do have a strenuous strength workout, BCAAs are good for that. It'll help with recovery.
Like they do, but I'm like, oh, it's just
Anything else? Cool. Okay.
Awesome.
All right.
Thanks, Sam.
Who's next? Other Sam?